What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about this video here. Major spoilers up front for the Walking Dead mid-season finale that just aired last night. I'm going to be recording this here, talking a little bit about Carl Papa. Some major spoilers. If you do not want to know what happened, thank you. Go watch last night's episode, and then come back and watch this. Some stuff has gotten out today. Actually, it's been brewing for a few months now. If you follow the spoiler sites such as The Spoiling Dead and everybody like that here on YouTube, 999 Gaming, Trebs Chan, Make a Path Productions. I'll shout out to all those guys. But there's been some stuff, last night's episode, again, major spoiler warning. I'm giving you a second chance here. It was revealed at the end of last night that Carl had been bitten, and that Scott M. Gimple, the showrunner, has said that this will be treated just like any other bite, and that, he's going to die. Carl is going to die. Chandler Riggs on Twitter revealed that he had cut his hair. He now has a mullet. So, so he's cutting his hair. He's said that he's taking some time off or whatever the case may be. And look, here's the thing about Chandler Riggs, guys. He has grown up on this show. He started at the age of, I think, 9 or 10. Maybe even younger than that. He has spent half his life on the Walking Dead set. Think about that. It's a hell of a way to grow up. So, it's apropos that he be leaving at this time. He just turned 18 years old. He wants to go off and go to college. And also, he doesn't want to become typecast as Carl Grimes. He wants to go ahead and do other things, I imagine, acting-wise as well. Coming out of last night's episode, there was some controversy. Chandler Riggs' father has a bit of a big mouth on him when it comes to his son and tends to post things that he shouldn't on Facebook and Twitter and that of the like. And last night was no different, because we now know that Chandler Riggs' exit from The Walking Dead has not exactly been going smoothly. This comes from somebody over at popsugar.com. This says here, this is a quote from his father on his Facebook page. William Riggs took to his Facebook page in a now deleted post following the mid-season finale to shed some light on the situation. Apparently it was not pretty. It says, watching showrunner Scott Gimple fire my son 2 weeks before his 18th birthday after telling him they wanted him for the next 3 years was disappointing. Riggs' dad wrote, "I never trusted Gimple or AMC, but Chandler did. I know how much it hurt him, but we do absolutely know how lucky we have been to be a part of it all and appreciate all the love and from the fans in all these years." At the same time, his father was dropping truth bombs on Facebook. Riggs opened up to The Hollywood Reporter, in addition to confirming that Carl is not long for the world. Yes, he's going to die. Again, spoiler warning. He had this to say, "I'm taking a gap year right now to focus on acting while leaving The Walking Dead. Wasn't my decision. It was all story related. It made sense story-wise for it to happen for Rick and Michonne and all the other characters. I was planning on going to college until I found out. I found out when I was doing rehearsals for episode 6 back in June. It was quite the shocker for me, Andy, and everyone, because I don't think anyone saw it coming. It's definitely not a bad thing, because it has been awesome being on the show, but now I get to go and do a lot of other stuff that I haven't gotten to do before. Scott wanted to meet in person because it was such a big deal. We had just finished rehearsing for a scene in episode 6, and he wanted to meet with me and my mom and dad and talk about what was going to happen." Riggs further added that Scott Gimple, The Walking Dead showrunner, was trying to figure out how to bridge the gap between Rick not wanting to kill Negan and Rick also really wanting to kill Negan, which he does right now in the show's story. This resulted in Carl having Carl get bitten, which is even more of an impact on Rick, since he's become the real humanitarian figure and person who could see the good in people and see people change, and not everyone out there is bad. This comes on the heels of a very emotional episode. Behind the scenes stuff here. Here's the thing, and here's my opinion on this. Shit changes all the time when it comes to television shows. Scripts get rewritten all the time. Characters come and go all the time. So the fact that his dad is sitting here going on there going, Yeah, they told him he was going to stay for 3 or 4 years, or for the next 3 years, and that they fired him 2 weeks before his 18th birthday. Okay. Yeah, maybe they said, okay, we want to lock you in for the next 3 years just in case we decide to keep you around. They didn't tell him he was going to be alive for the next 3 years. They just said, hey, we're going to keep you on a just-in-case deal. And as it turns out, they ended up going in a different direction and killing Carl off. It could have happened to any one of those stars on that show. It could happen to Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick. They could kill Rick off in 2 weeks, in next season if they wanted to. It doesn't matter that it's 2 weeks before your birthday. Grow up a little bit. And this is his dad saying this. I think that, Chandler Riggs, the guy who actually plays Carl, could give two shits if it was before his 18th birthday or whatever the case may be. But this guy needs, if I'm Chandler Riggs, I'm telling my dad to shut the hell up. Don't post anything like this on Facebook. Don't post anything like this on Twitter. We see this all the time with these showbiz parents, always going out there and spouting their mouth off, and it's going to end up coming and biting this kid in the butt in the end. They didn't have to have you. They could have looked at the kid and said, your dad wants to run his mouth? Fine, we're just going to kill you off screen. You're done now. Yes, now granted, that would have made AMC look like a bunch of jackasses, but it could have happened. It could have happened. So, but to hear, this deal, I don't blame AMC in the slightest. I saw people on Twitter last night going, F this show, F the writers, blah, 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 blah. And then when I tell them it's a fucking TV show, the writers have been awesome. This season compared to last season has been really good. It's been way better. And then I get the let me grieve. It's a fucking TV show. Yes, it was a sad moment. But you don't sit there. It's not pro wrestling. You don't, go sit there and go, fuck the writers, fuck the writers. Newsflash. One of the executive producers of the show and one of the people who have final say are the people who wrote the damn comic book and the source material, you guys. And it's been said many times by Robert Kirkman that he's using the TV show to right a lot of what he thought was wrong when he wrote the comics. That's why Rick doesn't, hasn't lost a hand yet. That's why he's with Michonne. That's why, again, spoiler alert, that's why Alexandria got destroyed now instead of waiting till well after the Whisperer War. Here's a newsflash for you guys in the comics. It was only about maybe 6 months ago, not even, I think, in the comics when Alexandria was overran by walkers and got destroyed. It's based on the comics. The writers are doing a damn good job. And if you think you could do any better, give them a shot. Give them a shout. Submit your resume. Anyway, I just wanted to post this quick video here. I think it's sad that, this poor kid has his dad shooting his mouth off. He said it wasn't his decision to leave. This is a storyline perspective. So, while, yes, it does open up the gap for him to go off and do other things, he can say that all he wants and it wasn't his decision, and I believe that. Right now, it wasn't his decision. I think he maybe another year or two, and yes, it probably would have been his decision. But here's the thing. He doesn't sound too sad about it, guys. It's sad because he's leaving the Walking Dead family, and it's sad because he's not going to be, on set with those guys every day. But he even said, now I get to go and do a lot of other stuff that I haven't gotten to do before. And instead of firing him on the phone or firing him right there on the set, Scott Gimple met him in person with his parents. The kid's about to turn 18. His parents are only there probably as a formality. As a formality. There's a lot of people out there also saying that, yeah, they're gonna find a way around this and bring him back because they did the flashback scene at the beginning of the season. That's very well possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but that's very well possible. But anyway, guys, I just want to go ahead and end this here. I wanted to give my thoughts on this thing. You know, the Hollywood Reporter writing this stuff, Pop Sugar coming out with this stuff with the deleted Facebook post, and William Riggs, Chandler Riggs' dad, probably deleted it straight away. Somebody in the Riggs' camp saw it and probably looked at him and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Showbiz dads, man, I swear. I'm sorry if you hear my phone ringing in the background. I do have the ringer off. There we go. I had to unplug the headset part of it. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys, in the comments below. If you're a Walking Dead fan, feel free to let me know what you think of this decision below. Let me know. I personally think it was somebody major had to die this season. We have not had enough death so far, and for All Out War, it's been pretty tame. The first 2 episodes were really good, but the last 6 of this season have just been meh. Last night's episode was actually pretty good. The last half of this season, though, needs to be bam, bam, bam. Every episode needs to be more violent than the next. They need war. You called it All Out War, give us All Out War, you know? Anyway, I'm going to end this video right here. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, more importantly. The official, unofficial CWF Mid-Atlantic After Show coming to you live Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, followed directly by From Pillar to Post. We're going to talk maybe a little bit more about this. We're also going to talk about some comic book news, some movie news, more other pro wrestling besides CWF and more. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll see you Thursday morning.